Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, for being with us. I appreciated your comments and associate myself with your opening comments regarding the tragedy that has unfolded and the need for us to do something to protect children and protect their well-being in the sanctity of a school. And I appreciate those comments. I want to ask just a couple of general questions on two topics. One is adult education. Secretary, adult education plays a critical role in helping immigrants and refugees and other families gain English literacy so that those skills are necessary to fully participate in their schools, in their kids' education. The department, what are we doing in the budget and to ensure that funding for adult education and literacy programs are available?
Thank you, Congressman Grijalva. I certainly agree that when we talk about reimagining education, we really need to make sure we're investing in providing opportunities for our adults that want to go back to school or want to finish their program. We ask in our proposal for a $15 million increase to support competitive grants to do just that, a college bridge initiative. For folks who don't have a high school degree or equivalency, it's important that we provide pathways for all Americans to get back into education. And our adult education population is critical. If we're gonna meet the demand that's out there for these careers that exist now, we need our adult education population to be prepared to be successful. Our budget does ask for that. There's also $10 million for a new initiative for disconnected youth to re-engage them in school. We know that earning potential is greater when completion happens at the in high school, but also in college. So we do have a robust plan for engaging our adult learners.
The loss of classroom teachers, particularly aggravated, even more so with the pandemic. It's leaving gaping holes in Arizona. 31% of the teaching positions at the beginning were gone and became vacant. 47%, almost 48% of those persons filling it, those positions lack basic qualifications. And if 1 in 3 teachers leave our education system, it'll take years to recover. I'm excited about infusion of funding into that area to retain teachers. Can you elaborate on that point, if you don't mind, sir?
Yes, thank you. We are very close to a crisis, Congressman, with regard to the shortage of teachers across our country. I know in Arizona, this is the case. When I visited, we talked about that. Across the country, we're seeing this. We believe we need to invest now and act now to promote programs that provide through lines between high school students to colleges and back into the classroom for our students. We need to invest in this, and we put in our proposal $350 million to make sure we're recruiting and retaining teachers, lifting up programs in states like Arizona that are aiming to increase the number of qualified teachers. And that's critical to qualified teachers in our classrooms. We saw what happened in January when many of our schools had to close due to the Omicron surge and teachers were in quarantine. It impacts the entire community when parents have to learn 2-3 days before that schools are going to be closed for a week. I don't want to go there. In our proposal, we have funds intending to create grow your own programs and to lift up programs that are aiming to recruit teachers. This investment will go a long way to improving education across the country.
And just in general, if I may, Mr. Chairman, I think I just wanted to compliment the Secretary inheriting a department that basically needed, in many instances, rebuilding and renewal. I appreciate the comprehensive approach in the budget, particularly around Title I and Justice 40 initiatives that are within it and how that's going to be monitored. But yesterday I went to a graduation of my grandson from 5th grade to middle school, and I saw all those kids. They're all the same age as the kids that died and were slaughtered in Uvalde. and I saw them, and I saw my grandson there, and I saw their teachers giving them out their certificates, no different from the teachers that were murdered in Uvalde. And I think we all can relate to that. And I hope that this budget is respected for what it's trying to do, to rebuild our public infrastructure, the most important one we have, which is educating our kids. With that, I yield back, sir.